Hello, and in this video we'll look at the Part 2 cue card, Describe a Childhood Friend. So these are the kinds of things you need to cover in this topic. There'll be lots of useful language for describing relationships with people that could be useful for other topics when you're describing a person. I say I didn't have one particular best friend. What I mean is one specific, one single, one special best friend, one particular best friend. I had quite a wide circle of friends. Your circle of friends is your friendship group. A wide circle, lots of them. My youth, when I was younger. My youth. We can also use youths to talk about young people. If I remember rightly, if I remember correctly. In the UK, we call this nursery, so it's where children go to when they're about 3 or 4 years old. You can also use kindergarten, which is the American word. Our first encounter, our first meeting. Remember to use used to. You're talking about a childhood friend, so a friend from your childhood. And you're talking about the kind of things you like to do. Used to. We used to walk to school together. To hang out, this is a great informal phrasal verb. To hang out, to spend time together. Hang out after school. As well as used to, you can use would plus infinitive to talk about things that happened repeatedly in the past. We would do. To chill out means to relax and do very little, so maybe you're just watching TV or talking. To chill out. To recall means to remember. To recall. To hit it off straight away. Straight away means immediately. To hit it off means to have a good relationship immediately. To hit it off straight away. We remain friends to this day. To this day means today. We remain friends. We are still friends. If you have a lot in common with someone, you have similar interests, you have a lot of things you both like, maybe you have the same political views or the same musical tastes. We have a lot in common. And we can also talk about common interests, similar interests. We have a great rapport. This means we get on well with each other. You might know the idiomatic expression, to get on like a house on fire. You could also use that for this topic. We have a great rapport. I can't remember us ever having a crossed word. A crossed word is an argument. My bestie, this is what young people tend to use to describe their best friend. Bestie. I confide in her. If you confide in someone, you tell them your secrets and you are confident they're not going to tell other people. To confide in someone. Judgmental. You can use both spellings with an E or without an E. If someone is judgmental, they form opinions very quickly and usually negative ones. Judgmental. I'm certain. I'm sure. 100%. I know this. I'm certain. We don't live in each other's pockets. If you live in someone's pocket, you see them all the time. I'm saying we don't live in each other's pockets, so maybe we see each other twice a month. We don't live in each other's pockets. And vice versa, very useful expression, can be used in writing. The opposite is also true. So I'm saying, I know she's there for me whenever I need her, and vice versa, I will be there for her when she needs me. Now I'll read through the answer so you can hear these words and phrases being used. When I was a child, I didn't have one particular best friend. I had quite a wide circle of friends. I was far more popular in my youth than now. I've decided to talk about one that I'm still friends with today, and that's Anna. If I remember rightly, we met in nursery. I would have been around 4 or 5, I guess. I can't remember our first encounter specifically. I just remember always being friends with her. Not only did we spend all day together at school, but also we moved house when I was 5 and actually moved to the same street as her, so when we were a bit older, we used to walk to school together and then hang out after school. I can't remember exactly what we would do, watching TV and chilling out mostly. Although I can't recall our first meeting, I suppose we must have hit it off straight away, as we remain friends to this day. We have a lot in common, such as common interests in sport, and furthermore, we have a great rapport. I can't remember us ever having a crossed word. I wouldn't call her my bestie, as I don't think I have ever had a best friend, as, like I said, I have a friendship group, but she is probably the one who knows me the best. I confide in her a lot because she can keep a secret and is never judgmental. As we've been friends for several decades now, I'm certain that she is a friend for life. Even though we don't live in each other's pockets, I know she is there for me whenever I need her, and vice versa. Let's do the quiz now, because this will help you to remember these very complex words and phrases. Which phrasal verb means to spend time together? To hang out. To hang out. If you have a good relationship immediately, you hit it off. Hit it off. We hit it off straight away. If you get on well with each other, you have a good rapport. Rapport. How can we say to remember? To recall. To recall. How can we say we don't see each other all the time? We don't live in each other's pockets. Pockets. If you have the same interests or experiences as somebody else, you have a lot in common. In common. How can you say, and the opposite is also true? So I said, I know she is there if I need her, and vice versa. Vice versa. How can you say a large number of close friends who do things as a group? A wide circle of friends. A wide circle of friends. How can you say an argument? I said we've never had an argument. We've never had a crossed word. A crossed word. And finally, how can you say to relax and do very little? To chill out. To chill out.